I get 100, 100 a bid. I get 100 for him, 110 in front, John Price now. I get 110 for him, 110 a bid, good walking colt there. I get 120, 30 in front with Richard Haynes now. At 130 for him, well, the hammer comes up, boys, I'm going to cash him 40. 140 there, John. At 140 for him, take 5 in front quickly. At 140, you lose him. All done. I cash him at 140.
Super Easy running on, Cash Like him behind them. Here's Super out in the middle. Super Easy goes up with El Milagro, good pack. Wild Geese begins to run on, but Super Easy got to the front and the Patrons well worked away. City Lad down the outside, El Milagro boxes on, but Super Easy's going to take it out.
The Group 1 winner, Super Easy, stands at Hallmark Stud, and we eagerly await his first foals this August. Well, we now head to Pencarrow Stud, where Super Easy's sire DARCI BRAHMA made headlines, topping the NZB Premier sale in their 2004 draft. Leon Casey talks to Kiwi Bred about the well-credentialed yearlings they offer in 2014. Pencarrow has a rich history of producing elite drafts of yearlings at Karaka. This year you're offering 25 in the Premier session, 16 of them are colts. Are you happy with the level of quality amongst them?
Yes, very happy, Aleisha. One aspect that's slightly different this year is that we are selling fillies, and 9, that's the most we've ever offered. So there's a lovely line of horses there, and there's something for everybody.
We know Pencarrow's done exceptionally well in the past at Karaka. How does the quality compare this time?
Yes, I think it's very good. I'm very happy with our top lots. I think it's very hard to split what we've got on display here today. But yeah, a very good solid line of horses, and very happy with how they've come up.
Now, the last few months leading up to sale are always critical. Are you happy with the way the stock have developed over that last part of the conditioning process?
Yes, they've done very well this year. It's been a very kind year for them. Yeah, nice and warm, plenty of grass, and we've got a good number of early foals in there, which is always a help. So yeah, they've all done really well.
An O'Reilly Grand ECHEZEAUX colt leads your draft at Karaka, lot 35. Expectations around him?
Well, he's a lovely horse. It's a family that we've relied on very heavily, and it's performed well for us at the sales. There's true international Group 1 form there with DARCI BRAHMA, Ethereal, Romani Conti, and even Grand ECHEZEAUX herself is obviously a Group 1 winner in Australia. So it's a family that really speaks for itself at the sale level, and we're very happy with this colt.
Lot 114, Star-Spangled Banner, Madam ECHEZEAUX filly.
Yes, well, they're a very rare commodity, the Star-Spangled Banner yearlings. I think there's only 20 odd. But he was a stallion we had great respect for as a racehorse. He was a champion sprinter in both Europe and Australia, and was good enough to win a Caulfield Guineas. So, a tremendous racehorse. Of course, it's the Grand ECHEZEAUX family, and this filly is very typical of the family. And the mare has now had 2 to race, both winners from their only starts.
Lot 139, the FASTNET Rock Miss SCARLATTI filly.
Yes, well, she's a lovely quality filly, as you can see, a beautiful walker. She's an early foal, so she's nice and mature, but got the scope from FASTNET Rock, and a lovely nature. Just enjoys whatever she's doing, so I'm sure her week at the sales won't bother her at all.
Lot 276, the ZABEEL Star Jasmine filly.
Yes, well, she's a lovely quality filly as well. By ZABEEL, who needs no introduction, and from the 8 Carat family. She's a 3/4 sister to Lafleur, who was a great race mare for us and has gone on to be a very good brood mare. So her potential down the line as a brood mare is unparalleled. A little bit different to the general mould of ZABEEL fillies in that she's got a little bit more bone and muscle, a little bit of the encosted Largo coming in. And similar perhaps to the Shower of Roses type, with a darker colour and a little bit more mature.
Lot 361, the Command's Annie Daly filly.
Yeah, she's a lovely type of filly, a real running filly. We've patronised Commands very regularly over the years. This is a filly very much in the mould of the likes of Appearance, who's a triple Group 1 winner, and from a family with some lovely European fillies, West Wind and Balanchine. So I can see this filly coming to hand very quickly, and I think she'll be well received at the sales.
Lot 385, the FASTNET Rock Beyond the Sunset Colt.
Yes, well, he's a true representative of the FASTNET Rock line. He's out of a Gone West mare, international family behind him. He's a half-brother to 2 stakes winning 2-year-olds. Lovely relaxed colt. He's very mature, and he's been a dream to do for the sales. He's just an ideal yearling, and expect him to go very well.
As always, Pencarrow will present a terrific draft of premier yearlings. European shuttle sire MAKFI will be represented by his first Southern Hemisphere crop of yearlings at Karaka this year. Kiwi Bred called into Westbury stud to get an early look at what MAKFI has to offer. MAKFI, a world-class racehorse in his own right, he's been well patronised since he arrived in New Zealand in 2011. Increasingly, people are starting to recognise his credentials. You must be looking forward to presenting his first draft at Karaka.
We are, Aleisha. You've got some lovely yearlings, and it's been an absolute pleasure and a privilege to be able to stand a horse the ilk of MAKFI in New Zealand. And considering he was the equal champion 3-year-old of 2010 and equal champion miler in the world in 2010, he brings with him a great resume in performance, and he's a real good type of horse to go with it.
How would you describe the type of yearlings that MAKFI's leaving?
I think it's fair to say he's really stamped them. MAKFI himself's got a great middle on him, and it's something that's really prevalent about his yearlings, that each of them have got a really good girth and great middle to them, and a lot of natural strength and muscle.
In your eyes, Russell, if you could pick 2 or 3, which are the standouts of his draft?
Look, he's got a nice variance across the board. Got a real 2-year-old type in lot 178, the filly out of Perfect Silhouette. And got a real 2-year-old family about her, and she looks like one that can put him on the map pretty quickly. And then he's got some lovely 3-year-old style of colts, one out of Visa Lisa and one out of Lichen Moss in the select sale. So I think there's horses there for all people. There's 2-year-olds, and horses like himself, they're going to develop into really nice milers at 3.
To talk specifically about some of the lots, let's look at lot 55, the MAKFI Illuminates colt.
Yeah, look, he's a robust and a really strong type of colt. He's one of those that could make the race next year, and he's one of those that you put a brick wall in front of him, you think he'd just go straight through it, and he loves his feed bin, and he's a real character of a horse to work with, and he's the sort of horse that buyers looking for a colt that's going to make the Karaka Million in 2015 will be looking at. His dam was a quality race mare. She won 3 times at listed level in Sydney. She won 800,000 on the track, as well as being Group 1 place, so he's got a pedigree, he's got a great girth and great strength to him, and he's a horse that we think will do MAKFI very proud coming sales.
Lot 178, the MAKFI Perfect Silhouette filly.
Yeah, look, she's a first foal, and she's not a tall filly, but very robust, and her dam's a city winner in Sydney, and she's a half-sister to a Golden Slipper winner in Catbird, and a Pago Stakes winner in Danbird, so very speedy, early maturing type of family, and the filly herself, while she's not going to be a tall filly, she's very, very strong, and one that you could see getting up before Christmas and putting herself in line to also be a candidate to make the race.
Lot 332, the MAKFI Visa Lisa colt.
Yeah, well, I think he's one that he's really going to impress a lot of buyers, this colt. So he's a first foal, he's out of a mare that won 250,000 on the track, and she was by Redute's choice, so nothing not to like about that, and he's a character of a colt, and he's a lovely, well-balanced sort of horse, so he's the sort of horse you can see running at 2 and continue to grow into a really nice 3-year-old, so very optimistic about his chances, and think he'll be well sought after in the ring.
Lot 362, the MAKFI Apollo's Pride filly.
She's a filly with a lot of quality, a great walking filly, and she comes from a family that Haunui Farmers had great success with, the family of Dopf and Valpolicella. But more importantly too, there's been 3 stakes winning 2-year-olds out of that family in the last 3 years, with the likes of Pussy Willow and Catalonia, and more recently in Dancer's Tale. So it's a pedigree that's chock full of black type. she's out of a reset mare. The first foal out of the mare had its first start on Saturday for Gay Waterhouse and ran third at Warwick Farm, so the mare started off in the right vein as a brood mare, and once again she's a filly that's going to have great residual value at the end of a racing career.
You're also presenting today a yearling from the select sales session, lot 598, the McKee Lichen Moss Colt.
It's really good with McKee this year. He's got a nice cross section in the Premier sale, but he's also got horses available in the select sale, and on type they're just as good at types as what's in the Premier sale, and the Lichen Moss Colt fits that bill very much so. He's a lovely scopy sort of horse, and I think he's going to really measure up well. He's one that's appealed to us right from the day he was born as a foal. He's always been an impressive type of horse, and as you would have seen on the camera today, he presented very well, and he's got a lovely attitude towards him. He's got a great head on him, and he's a colt that's going to be a very impressive type, and probably not the Karaka Million style early coming 2-year-old type, but definitely a nice autumn 2-year-old and classic 3-year-old type.
Last year's Karaka Million winner, Rude Awakening, was a graduate from Westbury Stud's 2012 draft. It's fitting that we now preview our final Karaka Million runner, Prince Mambo, who will be looking to make it back-to-back Karaka Million wins for the Go Racing team. Prince Mambo was purchased for $22,000 out of the select draft of Windsor Park stud. The colt is By the Way You Are out of Danksmere Grace Park. Prince Mambo's one of 2 2-year-olds being prepared for the Karaka Million by Ardmore trainer Stephen McKee.
He looked like an ideal, running 2-year-old type that was going to develop as the year went. So, Albert from the Go Racing team and Pat, they picked him out, got me to check him over, and I really like the horse as far as the future goes. He's a horse who can handle, I'd say, pretty much any track conditions, and depends where we draw on the day. If he the luck we had today, I think if we draw bad, we'll go back. He's a horse that can really finish home, and if we draw good, we'll just box him up on the forward pack.